Czechia, Czech Republica. Though ever popular, Prague is not quite the dirt-cheap city break destination it once was. You'll still find Czechia to be a good value country for independent travel. The country that invented Pilsner is justifiably famous for producing some of the best beers, at pretty good prices. But there's plenty of other reasons as to why it's one of the best places to visit in Europe. In Prague, the choice of watering holes ranges from traditional beer halls and monastery taverns to a new generation of microbreweries. Continue the Czech beer trail with a visit to the Pilsner Urquell brewery in Plzeň, before striking out to the country's lesser-known spots, such as charming Olomouc, a pint-sized Prague without the tourists. If you're heading to Prague, where you're based can make all the difference to your experience, so make the right start with our guide to the best places to stay in the city. Rough costs. Accommodation, $65. Food, $27 per day. Transportation, $10 per day. Estonia's Baltic Coast. Known for the popular city break destination of Tallinn, small and beautiful Estonia also provides swaths of wilderness, with beautiful stretches of coastline, a scattering of islands and forested national parks along its long Baltic coastline. With so much centered on the outdoors, it's arguably the cheapest country in Europe. An hour from Tallinn, 725 square kilometer Lahema National Park is best explored by bike. You can cycle its coastal paths, discover rugged coves, windswept beaches and fishing villages, and even sleep on hay bales at a farm. Venture further west, and the summertime resort of Parnu has fantastic beaches. The island of Saaremaa offers soft carpeted pine forest countryside and very affordable spas. Rough costs. Accommodation, $45. Food, $35 per day. Transportation, $25 per day. Palermo, Italy. Any grand tour of Europe includes a string of beautiful Italian cities, refined Florence, alluring Rome and glamorous Venice. While there's no doubting their charms, they are well and truly on the tourist trail, which pushes up prices, particularly in high season. Escape from the mainland to Sicily and you'll find in its capital Palermo a city both redolent of the Italy of yesteryear, and, if you ask a Sicilian, a country apart. Undoubtedly run down in places, the city unfolds many surprises. There are churches covered in exquisite mosaics and cluttered neighborhood markets, where you can snack on local street foods, like arancini, rice balls, and pennel, chickpea fritters, as you wander. Rough costs. Accommodation, $60. Food, $32 per day. Transportation, $7 per day. Kotor, Montenegro. Traveling cheap? Montenegro won't disappoint. The beautiful walled town of Kotor sits at the end of a fjord-like bay, ringed by dramatic peaks. Just follow your nose in the old town. Getting lost in the labyrinth of streets is half the fun, discovering summertime cafes that spill out on the squares, before clambering along the old fortress walls. For a view over the whole gorgeous scene, hike up to St. Ivan's Castle, overlooking the town. Kotor's annual highlight is August's exuberant Boka Nights Festival, when the whole town celebrates as a lavish display of decorated boats parade in the bay and fireworks fill the sky. Rough costs. Accommodation, $50. Food, $46 per day. Transportation, $10 per day. Porto, Portugal. Portugal travel doesn't get more exciting than in Porto. Portugal's second city is appealingly set on the banks of the River Douro. The riverside district of Portugal is crammed with no-frills good, local restaurants. Pick somewhere a street or so back from the waterfront, and you'll be spoiled with local dishes and wines at excellent prices. Other highlights include the vast Portugal Park, with a superb art museum set within. However, it is port that the city is famous for. Vinologia is a great bar for an introduction to the varieties of fortified wine, and you can visit the port lodges across the river in Vila Nova de Gaia, where for a few euros you can sample their wares. Make the most of your time in Porto and book ahead to explore some of the unknown wine cellars in the city. Rough cost. Accommodation, $70. Food, $40 per day. Transportation, $22 per day. Northwest Slovenia. Sandwiched between Italy, Austria and Croatia, compact Slovenia is an appealing destination on any journey through Europe. There's its charming capital, Ljubljana, as well as easy travel, a burgeoning wine industry and tempting pocket of coastline. For the adventure-minded, or for those who just want to camp in a beautiful lakeside setting, the northwest region is perfect. Nestled below the stunning Julian Alps are the very different twin lakes of Bled and Bohing. From here you can carry on to the Soca Valley, right by the Italian border, for hiking, kayaking and rafting adventures. Rough costs. Accommodation, $55. Food, $25 per day. Transportation, $18 per day. Andalucía, Spain. The southernmost province of Spain, Andalucía travel is a tempting budget destination. This perennially popular region boasts showpiece cities such as Seville, Granada and Córdoba, with their exquisite monuments highlighting the area's Moorish past. Even here prices are competitive compared with Madrid and Barcelona. You only need to head a little further afield, to the underrated city of Malaga with its Picasso connection and authentic tapas scene, or the atmospheric ancient port city of Cadiz, and you'll enjoy that alluring southern Spanish vibe for budget-friendly prices. Cheap tapas. The tradition of free tapas originates in Granada, means you can sample Iberian flavors for a couple of euros a plate, and to continue your budget adventure, simply hop on the ferry to Morocco, tantalizingly close by. Rough costs. Accommodation, $70. Food, $38 per day. Transportation, $25 per day. Thanks for watching.